We stay ready.
Hey, so what did you smoke on this week?
Oh man, I've had a couple strains. I'm gonna let you talk about that session that we had because that was really dope, and that was your strain. But I finished up that Kush cake from our last session. Really, really dope stuff. Amazing taste.
You talking about that Claiborne?
Yeah, the Claiborne. Oh, yo, that Kush cake has such a bomb indica character. You know, it's the best from the wedding cake family and from the Kush mix family. You know, one of my favorite strains right now.
That was nice.
It was gas.
Yeah.
It was pretty potent. 26%. That's like my perfect potency. Stony, but not like sedative. Loved it, bro. That shit was fire.
You guys are hearing this from your Elijah the Digital Budtender.
Yes, sir.
He knows the stuff. He knows the stuff.
Yo, if you guys see that Claiborne on deck, I'm telling you, co-signed. I know the jar is not the most impressive thing in the world. There's a lot of flashier stuff on the shelf, but this shit right here.
But you're not smoking the jar, you know. So
yeah, exactly. You're smoking the weed within it, and this shit is plush. So that's what I was smoking, bro. What about you?
I had that with that pineapple fritz. Yo, dank. This thing had like the most beautiful flavor to it, and it smacked.
Yo, and it looked really nice too. When you let me hold that nug real quick, bomb ass trim job. I love feeling it. Great purples on it. That shit look like some fire ass trap weed, bro.
Real purple.
Yeah,
yo, it had a nice purple amount. I had smoked some with my boy like 2 or 3 days before that.
Yeah.
And I even had to show him the stuff. I was like, yo, check this out. Like, this looks mad purple.
Isn't that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it said Seed Junkie on the bag. Like
it did.
I think that's one of the Seed Junkie genetics. Homie, he grows with Burner. A lot of, him and Burner do collaborations with different brands. I know Seed Junkie is behind, I think, the mints. He has his own brand called Seed Junkie. Cookies is grows a lot of Seed Junkie flour. Seed Junkie, he's been pipping his services out to a lot of different companies lately. So shout out to him. Yo, that strain was fire.
That was fire.
Unquestionable.
We hotboxed the car and we were done for. Like, I haven't been that high and that relaxed in a cool minute. Like, when I get that high, I get anxiety, you know?
Yeah.
And this time, I was chilling. I was relaxed. Yo, I slept so bomb. Yeah, I slept real bomb.
Bro, I hadn't felt sketchy. Of course, I didn't go driving right away.
Yeah.
But I hadn't felt sketchy after driving for a cool minute after I've been smoking, you know? My psychology has kind of been able to balance it out. But smoking that pineapple fritz was different, bro. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to take a little bit longer of a break before I get behind the wheel because this shit had me feeling extra nice. And we only twisted up maybe a gram and a half. No, it was probably about a gram in that joint.
Yeah, I would say so.
So I have a question for you, Meyer.
Yeah, what is it, Elijah?
If that was a 1 gram chamomile wrap that we smoked on, do you think you could smoke 28 of those in a day?
Hell no.
28?
No, definitely not.
That's like smoking an ounce a day. You don't think you can smoke an ounce a day?
I can't. I know I can't.
I don't know, bro. Some of the vets in the game, they claim they smoke an ounce a day. That's what I really want to talk about today, bro. The perception versus the reality. Wiz Khalifa. I heard Wiz Khalifa on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking that, I'm smoking gas, KK only, I smoke an ounce a day. You believe that?
Nah. Yo, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. That's a lot of weed, and I feel like you got a lot of shit going on, like, especially as a celebrity, man. Like,
yeah.
I understand you smoke, but you got a lot of responsibility and shit. Like, you got a lot of stuff going on in your life that...
But at the same time, this dude is a weed superstar, bro. Like, he didn't get to this level. His name doesn't have that kind of weight for no reason. So, we're going to examine that today on the podcast. But before we get too deep into it, you know we got to show love to all of our fans.
Sure.
Yo, salute to fucking Ireland. Been holding it down since we started this podcast, honestly.
Portland numbers have been going up crazy.
Hell yeah. I've been looking at Mexico too, bro. I think we need to start talking Spanish a little bit more, feed our audience a little bit,
Maybe. I think you're gonna have to take some courses.
Yo, I have Duolingo on my phone, bro. I've been trying.
Yo, you're good at it.
I appreciate you. Muchas gracias. Yes, sir. And of course, much love to the sponsors. Stay holding us down, 10 toes down. easily the best quality grinder I've ever used. This shit is luxury, high end.
Best grinder ever.
Yes, they only break down my top shelf. You know, like I can't put Sharpstone who? Yo, only the Green Grinders Club got what I need.
Fire.
Check them out.
GreenGrindersClub.com. Yo, so tell me, do you think Wiz like really smokes like that, bro?
Bro, realistically,
Wiz, bro, really? Wiz, you think Wiz smokes like that?
I can see a universe where Wiz Khalifa is just twisting up. So check it out. Let me break down the math for you.
Talk to me, bro.
28 grams. The chamomile wraps that I really like, I think if I was real focused, I might be able to squeeze 3 grams in an entire wrap, you know? Backwoods, you could put 4 in. That's no joke. I've seen people, that's an average backwood. Oh, yo, 4 gram backwood, twist up the whole eighth in there, you know? 4 times 7 is 28.
But we're talking about an ounce.
I gotta smoke 7 of those. 7 of those a day. So I wake up, cock-a-doodle-doo. Light up my 4 gram backwood, smoke, I get through half of it, brush my teeth, light it back up, finish the other half, I have breakfast. That's my first hour, you know?
Okay.
I don't know, take some calls, do some emails. During that, I'm smoking my second one. Each backwood only takes about an hour, you know? There's more than 7 hours in a day. I can see a universe, bro. I can see it.
I just feel like that's just a lot of fucking weed. That's a lot.
But he's Wiz Khalifa!
So the fuck what? Yo, okay, let's talk about this. When you were like at your like top of the game of like, yo, I'm smoking a lot.
Bro, I was smoking 4 swishers a day. 4 swishers.
Swishers?
Yeah.
How much are you putting in a swisher? On typical basis.
Yo, and this was at a time where I had a lot of weed accessible to me. I was sitting on like an ounce or two. These were not light swishers, bro. I was smoking at least 2 grams in a lot of these swishers. At least 2 grams.
So, okay, in a day...
I wasn't doing a whole lot. I'm not going to front, but...
Exactly. So, but in a day, how much were you really smoking?
7 grams? 8 grams?
7 grams. And you're telling me you weren't able to, like, really do much.
I'm not Wiz Khalifa, though.
You weren't being productive.
Oh, my God. So what? I'm not Wiz. Cannabis affects everybody differently, man. Everybody differently. It's not cannabis, it's a subjective experience. Some people like Delta 9, some people like Delta 8. Some people smoke high power 30% weed. Some people want to smoke some old pal, you know? Is there no universe where Wiz can puff on some, maybe he puffs on some KK? 710 Labs. Let me use 710 Labs as an example.
Okay.
This is some of the most expensive, some of the most premium weed on the shelf. These guys are from Colorado. They're supposed to do everything right. They got all the magic in the soil, the whole 9. Yo, they'll sell you the fucking vision. Okay. Their top shelf eighths, 17% THC. I wouldn't spend my money on that. But if I'm smoking the best, I'm smoking 710 Labs. I definitely think that I can chew through at least 10 grams of some 17% weed.
Alright, but so he also said that all he smokes is his strain, right? Which is what?
KK.
And
Khalifa Kush, for those that don't know. Not Kim Kardashian the way. Yo, that shit was funny. Did you see that on Twitter when that happened?
No, I didn't.
Yo, so I guess Wiz was tweeting something along. I know Kanye had done some sort of stage shit. You know how he does. He has to say something wild on stage, thought provoking. He's breaking the game. You know. Well,
he's just different, man.
Yeah, he's different. I'm not hating.
Yeah.
Kanye has done a lot for the culture.
He's like, let me shoot him on. Yeah. Okay, Wiz.
Anyway, so Wiz was tweeting right after Kanye. I think it was during a concert. He's saying some shit about Jay-Z, and Wiz tweets right after, says something along the lines of, "Niggas need to chill out and smoke on some KK." Kanye West thought that Wiz was talking about Kim Kardashian and goes on a Twitter tirade against Wiz. Yo, you're a bum ass nigga, whatever. That's why I dick down your baby moms, X, Y, and Z. Mad disrespectful. And Wiz is like, wait, what? KK is Khalifa Kush. That's my personal stream. Get your fucking ego out of this, first of all. And even Amber Rose chimed in. You remember this?
I do remember this.
And she talked about the fact like, yo, Kanye, you better calm your ass down before I tell the world how I used to like it when I stuck my thumb in your ass. You know, like expose his ass. You know, he didn't have a lot to say about that. I think he apologized a couple days later, saying, yo, sorry, Wiz, I was out of line or something like that. But allegedly.
And not to get out of the topic, but didn't Kim K just actually like posted a picture of her saying like, "Oh, I can finally use long nails now."
That's ignorant. That's ignorant. Yo, I need receipts. No.
Yes, bro.
No.
Yes, and I believe Amber Rose like put something like on the comment section about that. Like, she didn't say anything, but
this nigga is booty patootie for real.
Yo.
No disrespect. I mean, no. Everybody get it how you is. Prostate stimulation. I've read Wikipedia before.
It's the G spot for men, you know. But yo,
this is not the sex podcast. This is the meat podcast. I know that Foria has some suppositories that Kanye might. Kanye might love the suppositories, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think you could put an ounce of weed?
I was about to ask you, like, nah, bro.
Not you, but do you think? But
Okay.
maybe Wiz was using suppositories too. Maybe he smoked 14 grams. He shoved 14 grams up his ass. I mean, shit, yo. Sometimes you gotta think different. We're living in a new era, bro.
I can see that happening. Okay, so I was watching this documentary the other day, right?
Yeah.
And it's about a picture. It's called a No Hitter with Doc Ellis. He was like a black pitcher back in, what was it, 1971.
Okay.
This guy was high on LSD. He would smoke weed. He ended up going to do a no-hitter, and he was high as shit.
Wait, for the people that don't know, I'm not a real baseball guy. What's a no-hitter?
No-hitter is when you get like no hits during the whole like game.
Like as a pitcher?
As a pitcher.
Okay.
Yes. So though even if they do hit the ball, if they get out, that's now it's not considered a hit. You know, a hit would be you get to first base, you know, or second, whatever. But he ended up doing this while high, yo. He ended up going to the Yankees, like did a whole like big old like games for them, you know. Although he did this and performed this at a high level, you know, now he does do a lot of the talking of, oh man, like, I regret doing that, you know. I don't remember much of the games.
Wait, is that the only reason why he regrets it? Because he doesn't remember the games, or because he thinks it hindered his performance? Because a no-hitter is no joke.
I don't think he necessarily feels like it hindered his performance, but I think he felt like maybe it could have prolonged his gaming. Like, I feel like he didn't last as long as he probably wished.
I hear you, kind of flash in the pan kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I go to say all that is because I think Wiz Khalifa, I think weed, when you smoke that much, you're not as productive. But then again, I don't smoke like everyone else, you know?
Yeah.
And he could also be smoking it with a group in the sesh.
Yeah, true. I forget that when you're Wiz Khalifa, you're there with an entourage. It's not just you. You're smoking with a couple cats, you know? And Wiz Khalifa probably has at least his bodyguard and his main mans with him at all times if they're going from venue to venue. And if they're lighting up, I don't know if you're passing the same joints when you're that rich, or if you guys are all picking from the same pack. But either way, the weed is on Wiz, you feel me? So he goes through an ounce a day, whether or not he's actually smoking the entire ounce to the face, you feel me?
So I'm need him to clarify for me. Yeah. I need to know whether he smokes an ounce a day by himself. And I'm still skeptical. I'm sorry, but I'm skeptical. Like, I just can't see it. I'm sorry. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me, Elijah. Talk to me.
Well, actually, I'm having reservations because I was going to ask if Wiz, hey Wiz, if you're listening, you should come on the podcast. But I don't know if I had made mention of him putting some weed up his ass, and I hope he doesn't hate it. I'm like, maybe I should walk that back? Do I walk that back right now because I want Wiz on the show, or?
Nah, we're not walking that back.
Yeah, sorry.
Yo, it's
this
okay,
is the future,
bro.
yeah.
We don't judge, man. We don't judge
at all.
Teach their own. Teach their own.
So.
And if Kanye did it, it's okay for you to do it too, bro.
That part, bro. That part. Yeah, no, I don't think he smokes an ounce a day either. I think it's more perception. Just to put a period on it. Yeah, he don't smoke an ounce a day. That's cap.
You don't think so?
That's cap.
No? Yeah, I agree with you, bro. Yeah, I can't change that.
It's perception versus reality. It's just like, you think your favorite rapper is wearing like fucking... You think Mr. T from the A-Team, Mr. T, the guy with the fucking frohawk and the 1,000 gold chains, do you think he wakes up and brushes his teeth and puts those gold chains on and walks around every fucking day?
Definitely not. I mean,
it's perception.
Didn't like 50 Cent like come out and say, yo, this was all an image, you know. I don't always like buy this, like these chains, and
He's
this
like,
is just
the cars are rented, Your Honor. The women are there for the image. The house was an Airbnb. It is to fulfill a lifestyle requirement of the hip hop space. I don't really got it like that. I'm really bankrupt. Yeah. He said that. It's on the docket.
Yeah. So I could definitely see Wiz Khalifa saying, yo, I have to pull this perception and really make everyone believe that, man, like, I smoke this much a day, you know?
And I don't like that. I mean, I respect it. That's the name of the game when it comes to capitalism, but it sucks that you have to paint that picture for our impressionable youth. A lot of young people listen to hip-hop, and they think, oh, yo, the cool thing to do is to smoke an ounce a day, because Wiz said he's smoking an ounce a day. Oh, they heard their favorite rapper smokes an ounce a day? Fuck. If Wiz got lungs like that, I got lungs like that. I watched Game at a show over here at the Santa Ana Observatory. Homie took a bottle that said Ciroc on it and started chugging it, bro. He did like a vodka bottle, got about halfway through with it, and was like, yo, that's big dog shit. But this nigga is 6'4", and I don't know how long he's been drinking. If any of us tried to do that, or if I was an impressionable young man, I'm like, oh, yo,
I wasn't chugging
that's
shit.
Gangster, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm dying from alcohol poisoning the next week, you know? I'm grateful that weed doesn't have that kind of effect on people, because I know rappers are influential on young people. And I know that a lot of people are smoking a lot because they think Wiz smokes a lot, you know?
I agree. And that's like, I think a lot of people smoke a lot because Snoop, like, smokes a lot, you know?
Yeah. And so I wish that there was a better way to show that you're a supporter of the weed culture and all that kind of stuff without necessarily painting an unrealistic perspective, you know? It's not all about the cars, the money, the bitches. That's not what weed is about, you know? What happened to the culture, the community, the education?
I feel like what
Let's go! Ooh.
Talking shit, bro.
Let me talk about shit, yo. Not every brand can be as authentic, you know, like, and understand, it's capitalism, that's the name of the game. He sells KK. He wants you to think that KK is the best, smoothest, you can smoke it all day. So he's gonna tell you he smokes it all day.
And I think the only rapper that I really know who has talked different was 21 Savage, bro. He was one that said, yo, you gotta like learn how to like open up a bank account, you know, you gotta like teach the people how to think different, you know, how to think the way real life is, you know.
And what's crazy is that the media machine doesn't want to see you grow up either. I think academics had heard this and said, yo, 21 Savage, you're about to fall off. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody wants to hear about generational wealth or how you're investing in 12 cars garages and shit like that. Nobody wants to hear that. I want to hear you spend your money. Throw that shit at the strip club. Be ignorant, you know? And that's what they're asking of you in the consumerist space, you know?
Yeah.
We just ask you guys to think a little bit more critically and tune into your boy, you know?
Podcast.com.
That's it. That's a good place to put a period on it, you know? Thank you guys for listening. This was Elijah, the Digital Budtender.
Your co-host, Meyer.
And you've been rocking out to the world's most potent podcast.